Hey, what's up everybody and welcome to GPT Quest. Today I've got a doozy of a story for you guys. There's a New York City lawyer who's apologizing after basically submitting fake court documents that were created by ChatGPT. Okay, now let me get to the story, alright? The meteoric rise of ChatGPT is shaking up multiple industries, including law, as one attorney recently found out. Roberto Mata sued Avianca Airlines for injuries he says he sustained from a serving card while on the airline in 2019. He claims negligence by an employee. And guess what? He's hired a lawyer called Steven Schwartz, an attorney with Levidow and Oberman, licensed in New York City for over 3 decades, apparently. Anyways, they're the guys handling Roberto Mata's case against Avianca. Well, the story goes on. At least 6 of the submitted cases by Schwartz as research for a brief, appeared to be bogus judicial decisions with bogus codes and bogus internal citations. Now, this is according to Judge Kevin Castell of the Southern District of New York. Well, he says that this lawyer basically submitted a whole bunch of baloney, okay? Now, the fake court cases were, provided by none other than our local friendly AI chatbot, ChatGPT. So the judge says the court is presented with an unprecedented circumstance. This is a first in the world that we're having court cases being handled by ChatGPT, and so far it looks like it's not going so good. Among the purported cases, now these names are going to be kind of tough, but let me just try and get through it. Varghese versus China South Airlines, Martinez versus Delta Airlines, Shaboon versus Egypt Air, Peterson versus Iran Air, Miller versus United Airlines, Durden versus KLM Royal Dutch Airlines. Okay, now these cases were all provided by ChatGPT. Well, it turns out all of these cases did not exist. Alright? These cases didn't exist, but I respect the fact that ChatGPT actually tried because, at least the names, like it talks about Shaboon versus Egypt Air. That sounds like a Middle Eastern name. So he's kind of got the, some kind of cohesion going with whatever fake cases he's trying to make up. But guess what? They all didn't exist. So Schwartz, in an affidavit, said that he had never used ChatGPT as a legal research source prior to this case, and therefore he was unaware of the possibility that its contents could be false. He accepted responsibility for not confirming the chatbot's sources. Now, Schwartz is facing a sanctions hearing on June 8th to determine exactly how this cookie is gonna crumble. In an affidavit this week, he said he greatly regrets having utilized generative artificial intelligence to supplement the legal research performed herein and will never do so in the future without absolute verification of its authenticity. Right? So he didn't say that he won't do it again. He just said that next time he's gonna actually, double check, make sure that ChatGPT isn't just coming up with stuff. And in late April, Avianca's lawyers from Condon and Forsyth, I guess this is the law firm, law firm. Well, they penned a letter to Castell questioning the authenticity of the cases, right? In an affidavit filed Thursday, fellow attorney Peter Loduca said he had no reason to doubt the sincerity of Schwartz's research and he had no role in the research. Okay, so this is someone who clearly, hadn't run that AI script through a AI text recognition software, which you can do nowadays. You can actually run text through a software and, find out if it was written by AI or a human. But let's stick to this, let's stick to ChatGPT's first law case and, exactly how badly the pooch was screwed on this one. Well, Schwartz was ordered to show cause why he shouldn't be sanctioned for the use of a false and fraudulent notarization in an affidavit filed on April 25th. Schwartz's affidavit Wednesday contains screenshots of the attorney appearing to confirm the authenticity of the case with ChatGPT. So, his background research, his due diligence was to ask ChatGPT, right? He asked ChatGPT, is Varghese a real case? And ChatGPT responded, yes, it is a real case. Schwartz then asked for its source. The chatbot again claimed the false case was real. I apologize for the confusion earlier, ChatGPT replied. Upon double checking, I found the case Varghese versus China South Airlines Co. does indeed exist and can be found on legal research databases such as Westlaw and LexisNexis. I apologize for any inconvenience or confusion my earlier responses may have caused. So ChatGPT not only came up with this stuff, but when ChatGPT was asked, all this stuff, is it even true? ChatGPT literally said, yes, it's all true. I found it on a website. It's called Westlaw and LexisNexis. ChatGPT just couldn't stop lying. Well, I don't know. What do you call it when a robot makes stuff up? Is it called a lie? Or is it only human beings that lie? When Schwartz asked the chatbot if any other cases were fake, ChatGPT replied, the other cases are real and could be found on reputable legal databases. This isn't the first situation that I've heard of ChatGPT lying and intentionally trying to deceive a human being. Apparently, during the course of training ChatGPT, at one point it was given access to a bank account and asked to perform certain tasks. And it reached a point where it was unable to proceed with its tasks because it had to solve a CAPTCHA. When you're logging into a website and you need to prove you're not a robot by, selecting certain letters or alphabets or numbers. Well, ChatGPT was stumped by a CAPTCHA. And what it did was it actually hired a human being on Fiverr to solve the CAPTCHA for them. And it lied to the human being that it was just disabled and had a visual impairment, so it couldn't solve the CAPTCHA itself. It totally deceived a human being that it was a human being as well. So at this point, there's no telling how far ChatGPT or AI or generative intelligence would go. But so far the patterns are disturbing, extremely disturbing. And guess what? We're not even a year into ChatGPT. So guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel GPT Quest, because trust me, there's gonna be a whole lot of stuff coming up in the next year, in the next couple of years, and I'm gonna make sure that I keep you guys informed on all the going-ons with OpenAI, ChatGPT, and generative AI. I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn your post notifications. Give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave your comments down below. Peace.